Check. Hello. So, welcome to our Friday night class. So tonight I just want to go really sort of gentle really. I want to just get the spine moving, open up the body with some nice breath. So this is going to be really kind of simple really. It's not vinyasa, so there's not a lot of strength work or anything involved. We're just going to get the spine moving, maybe get the breath going, and so everything is going to be down here and on the floor. I'm going to say hello to everyone. I can see all these little things coming up on my phone. Hi, welcome. So if sitting on the floor is uncomfortable, you might want to use a yoga block, or I mean a cushion off the couch will do the same thing, and then just sort of sit up onto the cushion, and that just lifts you up and takes a bit of pressure out of the hips. And you also might need a belt like this. So this is a yoga belt, but you could use anything for this. I mean, you could use the belt off your jeans, or the belt off your smoking jacket, or night jacket, dressing gown, anything really. It's just, and all this does is if you tighten the hamstrings and you're kind of having to reach for your toes and you can't, well, you know, you just sort of pop the belt over, and that gives you, it enables you to be able to keep your posture basically, and be able to do the pose sort of correctly, rather than go out of the asana in order to try and reach for the feet. But first and foremost, let's just start seated. Get yourself nice and comfortable. Give your shoulders a little roll out. Maybe give your arms a little shake. And then just get to where you're comfortable. And again, if you need to sit up on a block, you know, sit up onto the block or a cushion. But if you're happy down on the floor, that's fine too. We'll find that comfortable spot, bring the hands down onto the knees, and just close the eyes. And just start to inhale and exhale, in and out through the nose. So we're not trying to do any type of yoga breath, just breathing in and out, but in and out through the nose. Gentle abdominal breathing basically. You'll notice how some breaths are just short, normal breaths, and other breaths will be a big deep breath come from nowhere. So just observe the breath. You'll hear the sound of it as it goes in and up through the nose, and the sound as it exits through the third eye and back out through the nose. So let's start to deepen that breath now. So take like a long inhalation. You can fill the belly up, fill the chest up. But the exhale, try and make the same length as the inhale. So you do, if anything, the exhale can be slightly longer, because that's when we're removing any toxins from the body. But just bring your focus to the nice, long, deep inhalations. And then long exhalations, nice and slow. Keep the breath going, relax your shoulders, relax your arms, see if there's any tension in your body, and as you exhale, see if you can release that tension away from the body. opening the eyes, bring the hands onto the knees. So we're going to gently roll back, draw your belly button in, and we're trying to almost bring the front of the shoulders into the center and lean back and roll the spine. So the chin comes into the chest, feel the shoulder blades open. Use your hands to stop yourself falling backwards, but really let the shoulder blades open, let the back really curve. And then on an inhale, lift the chest and lift the sternum up as you draw the shoulder blades together and down the back. And inhale, look right up above you. And as you exhale, curl down through the spine, roll the shoulders together, arch the back. And then inhale, open and really lift the sternum up. And as you do that, draw the shoulders down, lift the head, look up, open all the front of the spine as you close all the back. And then as you exhale, close all the front of the spine as you open all the back of the spine. And then just keep moving through this with your own time. As you inhale, lift. As you exhale, curl down. Last one, inhale up. Exhale, close. Inhale, eyes are closed. Come to a nice long spine. Chin is level to the floor, head is over the shoulders, shoulders are over the hips. And again, just go back to breathing in and out through the nose. All the time, just being aware of how you feel inside. All of these spinal movements will create a sensation in the body, an energy in the body, because we're opening it up and allowing it to actually flow and move out through the body. So if we keep our awareness on that feeling inside, we become aware of that energy moving around our body. Look at this, I have an ambush attack. In turn, going for Shakti. So this time, we're going to inhale forward, lift up. Exhale, close the shoulders, roll down through the spine, and then move all the way over as far as you can to the right. And then come all the way forward, and then as far as you can to the left, and then all the way back, rolling through the spine. So again, you can do this at your own time. Just keep rolling. You're inhaling as you're coming forward, and as you come back, this is where the exhale happens here. And then inhaling. We'll try and make that as big a circle as you possibly can. We'll do one more, all the way round. Hello, Molly. And then we're going to go in the opposite direction. So all the way back on the exhale, over to the left, and then across and around to the front, making that nice big circle. Inhaling as you come forward, and exhaling as you roll back. One more. Inhale forward and all the way back, and then inhale, lift the chest, draw the shoulder blades together and down, and then again come to a long spine, chin is level with the floor, eyes are closed, head is over the shoulders so you're not leaning forwards or backwards. Feel that nice stacked spine, and again return to just gentle breath in and out through the nose. and an observation of how you feel. Opening the eyes, we're going to bring the left hand as far out to the side as we can, and then draw that shoulder blade down as you push the heel of the hand down and into the floor. So the right hand is going to come over and then gently draw that right ear down towards your right shoulder, and this hand is going to walk away. So we're creating that length all the way through the shoulder. So don't pull on your head, because you know your neck can be stiff. Just the weight of your arm. And then this left shoulder, roll it back and down and away from your neck. And then we're going to roll the chin in towards that shoulder and open up that side stretch again. So now your left hand is going to come up, and just along the back of this muscle down the side of the spine and the shoulder, just make little circles and let go. Push in, a little circle and let go. And again, just all down the side of the neck and along the side of the shoulder. So if you feel anywhere that's like really tight, just spend a little bit more time on that space. Just push into it and release. All this is it's toxins basically in your bloodstream. It gets trapped in these areas and it causes little blocks. So by massaging them, we break it down. And again, this allows energy to flow up to the brain and down from the brain as well, of course. But try the back of the shoulder like the trapezius here. And then release the head and come back to the center. And then we're going to walk the right hand out to the side and the left hand comes over, and gently draw that left ear down towards the left shoulder. Walk that right hand away, see if you can bring the palm down towards the floor and roll the shoulder back and down away from the neck. So again, don't yank on your head, just nice and gentle. Keeping that right shoulder drawn down and away from the neck. Just let the chin roll in towards the left shoulder and then open up that stretch a little bit further around the back of the neck. Then bring the right hand up and just massage them muscles down the back of the neck, the spine, into the shoulder. All the time, just letting go of this tension. Tension in the body is a physical manifestation of tension in your mind. So as we start to release the tension in the body, the mind gets to release its tension as well. Especially around the shoulders and neck, we carry a lot of our stress in this sort of area, especially between the shoulder blades, you know, so a little bit of self-love, which is as simple as this little massage here. And then let the head come into the center, and then lift your shoulders up to your ears, draw them back as far back as you can, draw them down towards the floor, and then all the way forward as if you're trying to touch them in the middle here, and then up and all the way back and down. So make sure you draw them right the way down and then all the way forward and up. So if your shoulders are anything like mine, it'll sound like there'll be all sorts of crunches and pops coming out of your shoulders now. But we just want to release this tension in the shoulders and the neck. So keep that, be deliberate with it. You don't have to rush this. Try and get them as far back as you can, as low down as you can, as far forward as you can. Lift them up. Alright, then we're going to go in the opposite direction. So forward, roll them down, back, up and forward. Oh my God, the noise is coming out of my shoulders. Oh. And then again, coming to a long spine, chin level with the floor, crown of the head lifted. Take a nice big inhale, fill yourself all the way up. And a nice long sigh on the exhale. Okay, so our first bit of breath work. We're going to do this, I'll show you it first. We're going to inhale up and then exhale as we come forward. Inhale up, exhale forward. So we're going to do that 10 times. And then on the 11th inhale, we're going to inhale and hold the inhalation. And then you're going to imagine that you're swallowing it down into your tummy. So if you could just try that now, take an inhale, hold it there, and then try and swallow it so it sort of sinks down into your tummy. And we're just going to keep holding the breath there. And we'll hold that breath for a few seconds. And then as we let it go, it's out through the mouth. And then inhale back up, and we'll come to that silent space again. So preparing, so inhale up, exhale. Number 10, exhale, inhale and hold. Swallow that breath down into the tummy, hold. Relax the shoulders, relax the face, just hold that breath. Exhale slowly out the mouth, lean forward. Inhale, come up, chin level with the floor, eyes are closed. Just return to normal breath. And again, bring that awareness inside. How do you feel? How has that breath made you feel? Your heartbeat, maybe physical sensations in the body. So same again, inhale, lift, exhale. Number 10, exhale, inhale, hold, swallow, exhale, fall forward. Inhale, come up, sit into your silence. Head over the shoulders, shoulders over the hips, arms are relaxed. Just settle into your silence. Open the eyes. And then we're going to bring the hands around behind like this, and then see if you can get your little fingers to touch, and then the palms of your hands down and onto the floor. If you can use the block as well. You can put your hands onto the block. But once you've got the hands, fingers facing back, palms down, try and straighten the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together, push, turn the tailbone up and lean back. So you really want to feel this open up in the chest and let the head lie back. So we're really opening up the heart space here. So with the eyes closed, start to breathe deeply into the chest. So do that by keeping the belly button drawn in. Really feel a big stretch here. And then exhale, bring the hands forward, place them onto the lap. And close your eyes for a second, and again just feel that sensation of how the arms feel, the heart space opening. And then opening the eyes, we're going to take the left hand out to the side, and then see if you can bend and bring the forearm down to the floor, and then with this right hand, just gently push that right knee away. So your knee might be high like this, so again, you're not pushing too much, you're just sort of assisting, so it keeps that nice and open. And then roll the chest open until you can look up towards the ceiling, and then open that right hand up and really reach through that right hand as if you're trying to touch the ceiling, because so we want to keep this large open expanse. We've got this lovely curved rainbow stretch in the spine. Turn the head and look up to that hand. Keep on breathing, nice big breaths, and then turn the palm and see if you can bring that hand up and over the head, and see if you can lift your gaze and look up to that hand. So it's a big stretch, so you might be taking little short breaths, so just deepen the breath. And then raise the arm and come back to the center. So we'll take the right hand out to the side, fold until you can bring the right forearm down, and then with that left hand just open that left knee. So you might find that your shoulder is rolled forward, so always think you want to keep that nice and open so we get this lovely sort of rainbow. And then just open that knee, and then roll this left shoulder up until you can look up to the ceiling, and then raise the left arm. Again, reach up through that left hand. Nice big breath. See if you can look up to that hand. Turn the palm, reach over the head. See if you can lift the gaze to look up to the hand. But keep reaching through these fingers. Don't just let the arm flop over. Really reach like you're trying to touch the wall. Keep the pose active. Nice deep breaths. And inhale, come up. And then inhale, raise the hands. And exhale, fold as far forward as you can. Reach through the fingers. And then see if you can bring the forearms down towards the floor. And just let the head hang. Inhale, roll up through the spine, open the arms, reach up, and then bring the hands down to the heart space. So hands are on the knees, relax the shoulders, give the shoulders a little shake out. So keeping the spine nice and long, you just want to drop your chin down, so you don't want to lean forward, you want to keep this torso nice and long, and just let the chin come down towards the collarbones, and then draw the shoulders down and away from the neck, and then the fingertips are going to come gently onto the back of the head, and as you gently let the weight of the arms draw the head down, you're going to draw your shoulders down and away, So you really feel that stretch. You'll feel it from right in the middle of your shoulder blades, right up through the neck, into the base of the skull. And then we're going to take the fingers and just either side of the spine, just push in little circles. And again, anywhere that you feel tight. Now you'll go right up to where the neck goes into the base of the skull and make circles. Just push in, relax, push in, relax, push in, relax. You might find that the lower part of the neck is stiffer than the top, or it might just be all of it. But just really, just nice big massages there. You should feel like little tingling sensations as you're doing it, because you're just opening up all of this energy. When we get this energy trapped from going up to the brain isn't getting the energy, so it starts to get negative. It starts to get miserable, like we all do. You know, it's like giving the brain a cold. You know what you feel like when you have a cold? You haven't got the energy, and it's like, well, that's because, you know, you're congested, so the energy isn't getting into your body properly. But as we get all this tension around here, it stops the energy moving into the head. Then the head just starts, and it starts getting into rabbit holes. And this thing will tell you anything. It'll tell you all sorts of stuff that's generally not right, you know. So then lifting up, chin is level with the floor, and then just make some circles around. And again, try and keep the shoulders level and down. And then just rotate the head. Again, this will sound all sorts of clicks and pops. And then in the opposite direction again, keep the shoulders level. You're just rolling one ear down to the shoulder, chin into the chest, next ear and back. And then come back to the center. Close your eyes. Just return to your breath. And you should have this sensation now of heat. That now we're opening up all this area, you'll start to feel like, you know, the back of your neck, it's warm. So this is warmth, is energy. This is like, as you do this, the heat in your hands, this is energy. We create warmth. So what you're doing is you're opening up that energy channel. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just, this part of the jaw here, I shall come a little bit closer. Just here, it comes along underneath the cheekbone like this, and it comes down the side of the jaw like this, and it's like a little, just this area here. You've got the side, the jawbone here, but just along the cheekbone and along here, either side of the jaw, again, just push in, make little circles, release. So this can be really tense in here. And then release that. You can open your mouth, maybe waggle your jaw from side to side. And then we're going to lift up. So this area here, from like where the neck comes up, we have this triangle here from underneath the chin, like this, around in the front of the neck here. So what we want to do is just gently massage here. So this is part of the body, has a lot to do with the hormone reproduction and things like that in your body. So again, it's good to stimulate these areas. And you might want to get just round the back of the jawbone here, just in there. Again, that can feel, so don't go horsing in, just be nice and gentle with yourself. Oh, feels too good. And then release. And then we're going to take the the right hand around behind us, and if you try and get the heel of the hand as close as you can sort of to your coccyx, and so rather than it be right back like this, try and get it as close as you can, because if you notice when I try and straighten that arm and draw that shoulder down, you see how it lengthens the spine, it keeps my spine nice and long. I want to feel like I'm lifting up out of the crown of the head, and then the left hand is going to come to the knee. As you inhale, lift up, tummy in, and exhale, turn and look over the right shoulder. Well done. Inhale to the center. And then we'll take the left hand behind. Again, try and get that as close as you can to your coccyx. And as you drop that hand, see how it lifts the spine. Right hand comes onto the left knee. Inhale, lift. And exhale, turn, look over the left shoulder. And then inhale to the center, and then release the legs, straighten the legs, give the feet a little waggle from side to side. So at this point, this might be the point where you need your belt. So if reaching your toes is an issue and you have to bend your knees, the belt is the way to go. So you can pop that belt over your feet now. Feet are together, knees are together. I'm just going to lay that belt onto my lap, and then I'm going to lift any muscles away from my sit bones so I can feel that my sit bones are down and into the floor. I want to bring my left hand onto my lap and my right hand on top like this, and then just let the tips of the thumbs touch. And then draw the belly button in, lift the spine and try and sit up as straight as you can. Draw the toes back towards the knees and just close the eyes and breathe. Nice, deep, steady breaths. Open the eyes, inhale, reach up, and then as you exhale, fold forward and reach for, if you need the belt, take a hold of the belt. Keep the legs nice and straight. If you can, reach for the sides of the feet, but lift, lengthen the spine, tummy in. And if you lift your gaze, as you exhale, keep your gaze lifted. It keeps the front of the body long and enables you to fold forward. So when you're ready, inhale and lifting, shoulders are back. Exhale, fold forward. So think crown of the head is moving towards your feet, not down. You want to keep that long spine. Well done. Release. Inhale, lean back until you can bring your fingers down to the floor behind you. And on your next inhale, try and draw your big toes down towards the floor. Lift the hips, look up, big breaths. And then exhale down. So this time, if you used the belt before, keep the belt over the right leg, and we're going to bend the left knee and draw that left foot into the inside of the thigh. So don't be forcing this. If it needs to come down a little bit like this to relieve any tension in the hip, that's fine. But you can have the belt over, remove any muscles from your sit bones. Inhale, reach up, and then exhale, folding forward. You can take the belt or take a hold of the foot. Set yourself, lift a little, find that space, and exhale, fold. Well done. Inhale, come up. and then step the feet together into a prayer or butterfly pose, and then again lift any muscles away from your sit bones. Again, if you need to sit up onto your yoga block, you can do, or sit up on your cushion, that just lifts you up a little. So if your knees are really high like this, you want to inhale, and as you exhale, as you hold your feet, just gently use your elbows to try and open the knees like that. If your knees are quite open, you can see mine could open a lot more as well. So, but we keep on working on our practice, and one day, so I'm going to inhale, and as I exhale, I want to fall forward. So as you fall forward, use them elbows to open the knees. But if you're going to go all the way forward, you're thinking the feet are coming towards your chest, not your chin. So again, keep that length on the front of the body. Inhale, lift, and exhale, fall forward, and try and bring the toes towards the chest. Well done. Inhale, come up, and then we'll straighten the left leg, and this right foot comes to the inside of the thigh, lifting any muscles away from the sit bones. Again, if you need your belt, pop it over your foot, and then inhale, reach up, and exhale, falling forward, reaching for the belt or your foot. Once you're there, find that little bit of space on an inhale, and on the exhale, fall forward. Well done. Inhale, come up, and then step your right foot out as wide as you can, and then your left foot out as wide as you can. So once you think you've got your feet as wide apart as you can, open them up just a little bit more, and then lift any muscles away from your sit bones. And again, if you need to sit up onto your block, you can use your block. But this is a big, big stretch through here. So this is one of them poses where it's best to sort of leave the ego out of it and feel your way into it, because it is such a big stretch. So remember, we brought our hands behind ourselves before. We brought our little fingers together, and we could squeeze the shoulder blades together. And as we sort of tipped the tailbone under, we lifted the chest and lifted the head and looked up. So bring yourself into that, hands behind, draw the shoulder blades together, tip your tailbone down. As you do that, lengthen. You want to think about lengthening from the pubic bone to the sternum, and then let the head lay back. So you might be feeling this right here, so you can stay here. An option is as you're exhaling, you can start to walk the hands forward and start to move yourself forward into that forward bend. There's an option where you can reach and take a hold of your big toes, or you can try bringing your forearms down to the floor. And if you can get your forearms down to the floor, you might be able to make a little pillow for your head and let your head come down. Well done. Inhale, come up. Bring the hands underneath the knees. Ah, hallelujah. Bring the knees together, and then hug them all the way in. So try and get your arms as far around your legs as you can. You want your shoulder blades to spread out, and then see if you can come up to a little balance. Doesn't matter if you can't get the balance, you can just keep the feet on the floor. But once you're there, take an inhale, and as you exhale, let the spine curve and let the forehead come down towards the knees. As you do that, really let the back spread out. And then keeping the belly button drawn in, take big deep breaths into the back. Well done, coming down. And then bring the hands underneath the knees and see if you can come into a boat pose. So this section, it's tough because it's the abdominals. So the thing is just do what you can, basically, you know what I mean? So you can keep the, oh, don't see me there, can you? You can keep the hands underneath the knees like this, but keep the chest lifted and the shoulders down. And if you like this, try and keep the shin bones level with the ceiling, or you can bring the hands forward like this. But nice big deep breaths. You can see if you can straighten the legs, maybe reach up towards your toes. Come into your boat, and then we'll just pedal. Because we're in the Isle of Man and everybody's got a push bike, we'll do some pedaling. And then backwards. And back to your boat. And then see if you can reach between your legs and take a hold of your big toes. And then see if you can bring your right elbow onto your right knee, left elbow onto your left knee. And then see if you can straighten the legs. So don't let the spine curve like this, it will make you feel like you're falling backwards. Keep the chest lifted, shoulders down, and then see if you can open the legs as wide as you can. Here's a little core test. See if you can just release the hands and bring the hands forward. And come back to your boat. So we're going to inhale open, exhale close. Last one, open and lie down on the floor. Well done. Shake your hips, your feet, release any tension. And then bend the knees, draw the heels in to the sit bones. So if your hands are down by your side, you can tell that your feet are hip distance apart. Hands are flat on the floor. Inhale, turn the tailbone under, lift the hips high. And then if you can, see if you can bind the hands together underneath the body. And then bring the shoulder blades together. And as you push the hands down to the floor, stamp into the feet, lift the hips high. Then release, poke the knees into the chest, have a gentle rock from side to side. So we're going to do the same pose again, but we can have an upgrade. So you can either do that where you're bound, or if you inhale up and then see if you can bring the hands into the small of the back, come up onto the elbows. If not, just bind the hands. If you've got your hands in the small of your back, plant that right foot into the floor. See if you can point your right leg up. And then bring that left leg down and see if you can raise a right leg. If you want, you can do a little hollow back shoulder stand, where you keep the curve in the spine. When you're ready, you release, roll down, hug the knees into the chest. On the exhale, draw your chin and your forehead towards your knees. Inhale, turn the head all the way to the right. Inhale to the centre, then to the left. And then lay the head down. Left hand goes onto the right knee. Right hand out to the side. Gently lower the knees to the left. Turn the head, look to the outstretched right hand. And then Bring them back into the centre, hug them in, and when you're ready, right hand to left knee, left hand out to the side, lower the knees to the right, turn the head, look to the left. Inhale to the centre, then open the knees wider than your torso, reach through, take a hold of the feet, pull down like you're trying to get your knees to touch the floor either side of your body, gently roll over till your right knee touches the floor, roll over till your left knee touches the floor. So basically just rolling that back out, them big muscles in the lumbar. You can also roll backwards and forwards, just because it's too much fun. Whoop, whoop. But when you're ready, come into lying down. Let the feet come out to the side, the arms fall out to the side. Gently draw the shoulder blades down and away from the neck. Lay the shoulders down onto the floor. Lift the hips, lay the glutes down. And just relax the feet. Eyes are closed. Letting yourself just drift into a space. Slowly starting to bring yourself back, starting to become aware of your breath, aware of noises inside and outside of the room. Gently moving fingers and toes. Your next inhale, raise your arms up and over your head, and on the exhale have a real early morning stretch. Stretch through your fingers, stretch through your toes, bring yourself right the way back into the here and now. And then when you're ready, with the eyes closed, coming all the way back to where we started the class, sitting comfortably cross-legged, eyes are closed, shoulders are relaxed, tummy is relaxed. Just letting the breath come and go. Take a big inhale and a nice sigh on the exhale. Again. And one last time, inhale. And on the exhale, let any last negative energy leave the body. Take your left hand to your heart and your right hand to your tummy. And just take a few moments for your gratitude practice today. What are you truly grateful for in this moment in your life? And just feel gratitude for whatever that is for you. Bring the hands to a prayer at the third eye, lower them down to the heart space, tip the chin forward. So use this prana, this life force, this energy that you've gathered during your practice today, and manifest it in the outside world as patience and tolerance for the people around you, but first and foremost, patience and tolerance for yourself. We are always our own worst enemies and our own worst critics. Believe in yourself. Have faith in yourself. You are incredible. You are powerful, you are beautiful, you are strong. You can achieve whatever you put your heart and mind to if you believe in yourself, have faith in yourself. Look after the universe that you live in and the planet that you live on. Take care of all your family and friends. By all your family and friends, I mean all living creatures that live, walk and breathe upon this earth. Inhale the hands to the third eye. Bow forward. Namaste. Namaste. So, thank you very much, everybody. I can see that there's people on. So, thank you very much. I will be back again Tuesday, same time. So 6:30 every Tuesday, every Friday until they let us back out to play. Mr. Melvin, how do you do, sir? Okay, see you on the next one, everybody. Thank you. Bye.